Kiyoyoshi Okumori. How'd I go? Is it okay? No. So I'll do the full introduction. So I'll go with Okumori-san, it's easier for me. Okumori-san is the Executive Officer with Nikken Sekkei. He's played a lead role in the overall planning process for a number of projects in Japan, China and Russia. These projects have varied from large-scale city master planning to mixed-use developments in central business districts including Tokyo Station City Development and Shibuya Station Area. How's that pronunciation? Yeah. Good. In addition, as the Deputy Principal of the Urban Development Planning Group within Nikken Sekkei, he has a focus on expanding the business of energy-saving, low-carbon emissions in the urban planning field, particularly through the realisation of transit-oriented development, as we've heard a fair bit about already today. So please join me in welcoming Okumori-san to the lectern. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kiyoyoshi Okumori. Little bit difficult pronunciation. I'm a planner of Nikken Sekkei from Japan. My lecture's title is Station Integrated Urban Developments in Japan. Yet. First, some introduction for my company. Nikken was established in 1900. Nikken has completed over 20,000 projects in 50 countries. Our network is spread to the world. Today's topics. In the first part, I will quickly show you the basic framework of railways and urban developments in Japan, and then move on to practices of hub station developments, and then summarize the visions for the station-integrated urban developments at the end. Okay, so let's start from basic information about railways and urban development in Japan. This diagram shows how urban areas in Tokyo metropolis is well covered by chains of walkable cells connected by railways. These gray circles shows 800-meter radius walkable area from each railway station. Please see the central area of Tokyo painted in gray color. This means most workers and residents are able to connect to everywhere by rail or on foot. They did need to use other transportation systems, such as private cars. These public transit network enhance economic activities in Tokyo metropolis. This diagram shows this is a typical pattern of the growth of Tokyo metropolitan area. Here the development along railway have two business model types. Type A is applied for terminal developments of a railway. Type B is for new town developments in suburb areas. In business model A, the provision of exciting opportunities and cultural activities at the terminal core is key factors. City center terminal are provided with a full range of mixed-use development, such as department store, musical theater, and so on. On the other hand, suburban terminals are provided with attractive functions, such as leisure facilities and stadiums. The terminal developments are very important to encourage brand image of railway line and areas. Recently, city center terminal has become very important for surviving the competition with other cities. In business model B, the development goal is to create higher value different from other lines and to increase land value in residential areas. By promoting high-quality residential areas and by introducing convenient while supporting mixed-use facilities such as shopping, medical, athletic, cultural facilities. Next, I will introduce practices of hub station developments in Japan. The example are picked up from Garden City Line, which start from Shibuya Station and extend to the southeast direction. The first practice is about Shibuya Terminal Station, and the second one is from one of the rail stations, Tama Plaza Station, in the New Town area. Shibuya is very famous as a cultural and entertainment core in Tokyo downtown. About 10 years ago, the redevelopment plan of Shibuya Station and surrounding area was started. Now with a video to introduce Shibuya Station and the Hikarie project, which was being already completed. Please start.
Integrated Station, Mixed-Use Development, Shibuya Station, Shibuya Hikarie. Shibuya is very famous as a cultural and entertainment core in downtown Tokyo. Rail operators and real estate developers launched a redevelopment project in the area centered on Shibuya Station, a giant terminal complex with multiple railway services. With a steady increase in the number of passengers, the station facilities have repeatedly undergone expansion and renovation since the 1910s. This latest redevelopment will entirely transform these facilities. Looking ahead to 2027, when the entire project is completed and the 2020 Olympic-Paralympic Games in Tokyo are finished, Shibuya has the potential to create new value for society. Complicated topography that makes the land difficult to use, the disorderly streetscape, and the need to share the project concept among related people and reach consensus have become major challenges. In the vicinity of Shibuya Station, 5 districts centered on the station area will be developed one after another. This redevelopment project includes a high-rise building next to a huge urban plaza, crisscrossed with railways, roads, a river, and an underground shopping area. Shibuya Hikarie is a facility that serves as a symbolic landmark. Shibuya Hikarie comprises a number of blocks, 17 stories of offices, a 2,000-seat musical theater, exhibition hall, and more than 200 shops and restaurants. By stacking these different blocks on top of each other, we have created a kind of vertical city. Hikarie connects directly with Shibuya Station, which is one of the biggest stations in Tokyo. About 2.8 million passengers use this station each day. In front of the station, about 500,000, mostly young people, cross every day. In Shibuya, within a very small area, there are many different entertainment, office, and commercial facilities, as well as creative industries. The diversity of these elements has inspired the creation of a new subculture. At nighttime, you can easily see the overall constitution of Hikarie and its bustling in-between spaces. Office and theater are located at higher levels so that a shower effect for retail and restaurants can be expected. Shibuya is located at the bottom of a valley built along the terrain. This is Shibuya Station, and here is Hikarie. There is a 30-meter vertical interval from the bottom to the top. The subway actually passes through Shibuya Station, 12 meters above ground. Also, a pedestrian bridge network, a raised railway, and an elevated highway all cross above the street. Shibuya Hikarie was planned in the middle of such an area. Hikarie is able to connect to various streets and rail lines at various levels. Just as there are many levels to access the building, there are many platforms to access the various functions. This is the Sky Lobby on the 11th floor. You can see from this section that platforms are located in between blocks. These public spaces are planned at a variety of levels to create synergies through the diversity of users. The most important public space of Shibuya Hikarie is the urban core, which solves the complex flow lines of the streets, bridges, railways, and subways. The urban core is also a channel for natural ventilation, which reduces 1,000 tons of carbon dioxide load per year. Retail is arranged around urban core, so the void space is very lively, and colorful, circular LED displays seem to float in the air, creating a very lively atmosphere. This is the dynamic sky lobby on the 11th floor. There are 3 entrances, one for the offices, one for the Hikarie Hall, and the other for the 2,000 seats theater. We designed this floor so that users can interact freely. Floating above the sky lobby is part of the theater, built with aluminum slats. At night, it's lit with a variety of displays expressing the various faces of the city. This is the interior of the theater orb. The blue interior reflects its concept of being a theater in the sky, 100 meters above ground level. Shibuya Hikarie is a new challenge for mixed-use development. Although the technology for vehicles to fly over our heads has not yet been realized, Shibuya Hikarie is already prepared for them, with its many platforms at many levels.
Come back to my presentation. Now we speak about the Shibuya again. There are 5 major ongoing development projects in Shibuya Station area, as we show in the video. Before going into redevelopment detail, I will briefly explain the station renovation plans. This is the condition 5 years ago. Shibuya Station is a group of several stations. The motivation of development was the station building in the center, which contained a department store and some structure of railway stations, which were almost 80 years old and were judged as non-resistant against Shibuya earthquake. So, the government and railway sectors decided to shift some station to better location and redevelop the new mixed-use development to maximize the value of railways and developments. This was existing condition. Only Hikarie project was completed in the year 2012. This is Hikarie portions. And this is the future plan. 5 projects are going to be completed in the year 2027. From this image, you can easily understand concentration of high density at station districts. We have the Tokyo Olympics Games in the year 2020. At that time, almost 80% of projects are going to be completed. Please come to Tokyo at that time. Due to the balance-shaped topography of Shibuya, the pedestrian network was originally much layered, but it is now going to be more strength in the future plan. Pedestrian bridge connect at various levels of the city, and vertical connection, named the urban core, will be located between the layers. This is the above-ground pedestrian network. The color shows different levels of a pedestrian network from station surrounding area and from surrounding area to the station. And surface and underground network. Urban core location is marked in yellow. This is implementation of urban core, the vertical pedestrian connector in Shibuya Hikarie project. This is a part of private development, but connect to public network at various levels. In the urban core, through integrating urban development with station, it allows underground floor to take in sunlight, winds, and green, which also encourages station area to be environmentally conscious. With the overall master plan, Creating green corridor connection and conserving wind corridor are two major guidelines for the development. Next, practice is Tama Plaza Station project. Tama Plaza Station is the hub station in the Newtown area. Tama Plaza Station is located in the middle of the Shibuya terminal and suburban area. The Newtown development with a planned population of 0.5 million started in the late 60s in this area. And Tama Plaza area has been one of the major town center along these railway corridors. This is the coverage area by train and bus networks. Almost every development area is covered by public transportation. This is the aerial photo of the site. The red marked area is the redevelopment area. Tama Plaza Station was a simple suburban station in the past, but was renovated 5 years ago as a new urban complex in the town center of the Garden City, Newtown. This Tama Plaza Station was renovated as flagship development to appeal the brand new image of the area. You can see the rail track and the station location around here. Before the renovation, the northern part of the station block and the southern part of the station block was completely separated. But after the renovation, both sides were united by plaza and pedestrian networks, and new retail facilities were introduced within station block.
This is the indoor open space above the station. The three pedestrian corridors are penetrating this space and connecting the North Plaza and South Plaza on both sides of the station. Along the pedestrian circulation, retail facilities are strategically located and public spaces are carefully designed. While restructuring the station, including bus terminals, the government changed the zoning code for residential to retail area to integrate the station as multifunctional district. Concentrated diversity of activities added by cultural facilities are provided in and outside the station. Finally, I summarize 4 planning and design visions for station integrated urban development. These are 4 visions of station integrated urban development. First one is density concentration towards the station. Near or adjacent to the station, higher buildings are located. Second is diversity in urban function, such as station, public facilities, retail, hotel, office, residence, and entertainment. This creates synergy through the diversity of users. Third is connectivity with surroundings. The walkable area is expanded by connectivity. Fourth is environmental consciousness, development utilizing natural energy. We believe this vision can be mostly applied to any type of similar project in the world. I hope the developments will have better solutions, utilizing and customizing these visions to local conditions. This is the cover of magazine A&U featuring integrated station city developments written by planners and architects of Nikken Sekkei in English and Japanese. Also published in Chinese and Russian version. This is about TOD practices in Japan and station-related project carried out by Nikken Sekkei. Some of the contents in my presentation were taken from this report. If you have interest, please check it online or after the reception. We prepare some books. Thank you very much.